holding a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round. Welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly. Thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win. I'll take a stab, I wanna chase a bag. I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. Going down, I give up everything.
Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here, joined by the man, the myth, the legend. It's Seppi himself, back from the dead, here to bring us that sexy voice of his, or as we say in South Africa, that Tropica smooth voice, as he's gonna join me in today's both the curtain raiser, where we've got the captains of a couple of different teams up against the admin staff in a best of 3 before we head into the MSA draw, and you get to find out which group you're going to be in, who you're going to be facing up in this initial round. Seppi, how are you doing, my friend? I think your mic just went a little bit dead there.
You know what? I was muted. That's a good start to be unmuted when this thing starts. Hey, I'm extremely excited to see this happen. This is not really what we see every day in this community. To see the captains versus the admins, that's going to be quite a crowd pleaser, if I might say so myself. But one thing, I'm sorry about my camera quality. I am about to move home in about 2 days, so everything will be back to normal. To anyone listening right now, I'm going to be back to casting pretty hectically just for a few months while I'm off work. So expect to see more of me in the near future.
Yeah. So I think we can head straight into the game. I know the viewers will love to see what's about to happen. We're here just to show up. The curtain raiser serves us one purpose, right? It kind of shows us the tournament lobby, the features, so you know what you're going to be involved in when it comes to the actual tournament, how things work. We're going to go with a full 10 bans. We've got the admin team with the first pick first ban, and we're going to head into the game right now. I'm just going to tell the players to ready up, and so we're heading in to this first match. And for those of you who want to see when this the actual draw is going to take place, it's going to take place just after this, but stay tuned. Come and enjoy some laughs and giggles with us as we watch the admin team and the captains, 2 groups of players who have 0 synergy, try to play 5-man Mobile Legends here in the tournament lobby.
Oh, I'm excited. We got some pretty good names here. I don't know if you guys can see the names being here right now. A little bit of a controversial thing happening on the captain side. We've got 2 members of EQ. Does that mean there's 2 captains of Equilibrium? Well, they'll have to explain that to us after the game here. So at the moment, we are going to go into the first game here of MSA, essentially, right? It doesn't matter if it's not an official game. This is just a test run game, a bit of a crowd pleaser, as I said. But it's still a game that we need to come and watch. Quite a hypeful one. All right, we are going to go into the first ban coming in from the side of the admins. If that's what we're going to call them, admins and captains here. Listen. You can see Super Shady on the other team. You're banning out. You know who to target ban, and the admins, they started off strong.
Yeah. Moskov straight off the bat. What else could they do?
Listen, I think another classic Shady hero is Harris. I think Harris is not very good right now because of one reason. It's because of the Stalium Scythe nerf. If anyone doesn't know, the Stalium Scythe, like the amount of time you can proc it is only once every 5 seconds now. It used to be 1.5 seconds. So it has been balanced by the fact that it gives you an extra slow on the proc. But heroes like Harris and Joy, they really struggle without this consistent damage output from that item. Talking about the Joy as well, also being on the ban list with a few other names included.
I expected the voice to go a little bit sadder there once Joy got banned out, but yeah, well, Joy is a staple ban. It's like one of those heroes you never let it open.
By heaven's mandate, my
oh yeah, true. Oh, we are going to see the first pick coming out from Jazz Peasy there. going to be that Zetian? People in the comments. So what do you think? How do you pronounce the name of this hero here? I believe I'm calling it Zetian, right? But according to the official MLBB trailer, it's pronounced something else.
Oh, interesting. I was also calling it Zetian. But I would like to hear what the proper pronunciation is.
Experience the euphony of suffering.
Oh, here it is. There's no way that's going to be Jungle Cho. I mean, it is Khan on the Cho there. There's a good chance it could be the Cho Jungle, maybe giving us a little bit of sauce, a little bit of spice going into this game one here. We are going to see Shady picking up the Granger though. That's already pretty damn terrifying. As now here we go, Scarpy coming in with his legendary guitar.
Yeah. Hoping to land that Avatar of Guardian into the backline with the PCR's grip.
Okay. Listen. Wait, before you carry on, or before we carry on here, I need to tell you right now, we're not calling it Avatar of Guardian.
Oh, what do you call it?
It's AOG. It's AOG, man. I'm not saying that the whole time, dude. Just like Moskov is SOD, right? Moskov, Sphere of Destruction. That's SOD. This is AOG.
AOG,
right?
Okay. AOG, SOD. ABC. We've got some acronyms going here. We're going to go with it.
Alright. So we are seeing some interesting picks coming up for now. We've got the Roger, as we've seen by Vine Crusher. Pretty solid. Apparently needs a nerf in the advanced server so far, so it should be a good hero. Has been performing pretty well. It sort of reverted back to the glorious Roger days, just a little bit, especially with the buffs to his marksman mode, specifically the backswing. I don't know if a lot of people know what backswing even means, but essentially it's effectively an attack speed increase on Roger overall.
It's the same thing like what happened with the change to Brody. It's like giving him an attack speed boost when they made that adjustment. So just watching Grip Reaper at 18 picking up the Xavier, and Vegeta locking onto the Mincetar as a possible counter to, well, the Roger, and well, with Nolan being picked up as well. You know, he's just there to deal with those high mobility dash heroes.
Yeah, no, I think that's going to be... I mean, I don't know why Malice decided to pick it into the Mincetar. I think Mincetar is a sleeper meta hero, personally. I feel like this hero is a bit overtuned at the moment. Just the amount of buffs he's been getting consistently has really just translated into a very, as I said, consistent hero. Doubling down on the dash counters here, going for the Kufra as well. I mean, I don't think Malice is in this game. I don't see him anywhere right now. Because he's not playing with this draft.
Yo, my goodness. That is just so much of anti-dash capabilities here. And added to that, right, let's think about this. Cho Way of the Dragon, if he gets you, it's like it's basic GG's. He's gonna kick you straight back into Death Sonata from Granger there. It's gonna be difficult. But neither of these teams have much synergy. They don't really play together, except for, as you pointed out, there's two EQ members from, I don't know how they both became captains here. So we're going to have to find out what the story was here, because we call this the captains. We will see. Maybe there are some underhanded dealings going on here in the drafting. But, well, based on the draft so far, whose side are you favoring?
I mean, I essentially said it in the drafting phase there. I feel like, okay, listen, hear me out. We've got Nolan on the one side, an actual jungler. So that's already a plus for the side of admins. As compared to the show, right? I am not sure how I feel about it. But what the captains have going against is Nolan is not playing this game. We've got Kufra, Mincetar in the field right now. Specifically looking at the team fight from both teams, I mean, it should be pretty obvious. The captains have the stronger... I think both teams have the same amount of team fight. It's just that the captains have the stronger team fight within the context of the draft, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah. Because of the counter jungling kind of style. I mean counter picking or counter drafting kind of style. They've got that definitely going for them. Nolan's gonna have a hard time achieving objectives. So many hard counters, even to try to get into the backline is gonna be a bit crazy. But into the game we go.
Oh yeah. Okay, listen here, Wei. I think Little Wanderer, this patch is really important. I feel like both teams should be trying to contest it. The reason I say that is because they increase the amount of time the jungle can spawn. So both junglers usually actually are quite late to their level 4s. And when I've been jungling in this patch, I feel like getting Litho adds so much tempo to your gameplay because it gets you to that level 4 first. And quite significantly so due to the change. So, but both teams, they're just going to ignore it.
Yeah. Going back to a very old style of play, looks like the captains are making the move towards the gold lane. Bind Crusher and Nigel staying very safe, decides to go in, gonna get counted on there by the Kufra, who jumps in, lots of damage. Oh, Malice comes in, trying to get that first blood onto Shady, saying, hey, we may be teammates in real life, but now it's a do or die.
Oh, here we go. Way of the Dragon available for Conquer right now. We can see that level 4 coming into action here, coming through from him. It should be first blood going to the side of Khan. Malice unable to respond with that fracture. It's going to be Bind Crusher actually going to be able to get the kill on to Grip Reaper. I mean, that's a 1-for-1 trade. Not too bad from both sides.
Yeah. Not too bad at all, as the Nigel coming in very clutch there, managing to pick off that kill onto the Xavier there. Grip Reaper at 18. Malice just missing that fracture combination because the Xavier did use the flicker to get out of the way.
Oh yeah, but you saw exactly what happened in that bot gank, right? Both junglers, they were present, but neither of them were level 4. The one who paid mostly for there was Malice. He wasn't able to get the first blood onto Shady there without the fracture. Talking about we're looking at Scarpy here, not actually playing the guitar, by the way. They switched heroes over to the YZ. I'm a bit surprised to see that.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even notice that they did the swap over. I thought he was on the Gasso. But looks like he went for the Yuzong. Yuzong is very strong right now. Hits that way of the drag. Hits that ultimate of his. Oh, the back dragon form. It's Gasso into the back line. The damage continues as they manage to take down Xavier and the turtle as well. But the turtle going the way of the captains.
Oh yeah. I mean, okay. Listen, I'm going onto Google right now, and I'm gonna go look up what Zetian's ulti is called. Just give me a sec, because it came out, and I was like, oh my god, that thing looks really good. Like that's like it's actually a really nice teamfight spell. We've been seeing Zetian being played as a something similar to Vixana, right? Where it's all about the control. It's not really a damaging carry mage. It's all about just controlling up your enemies. Her ultimate is called Fury of the Phoenix.
Oh, nice name. Nice name. A bit of a jungle invades going on here. It's Joe into the back line. Wants to hit the way of the dragon. Does manage to land onto Malice, but Malice manages to escape. I think his target there might have been just easy on that Zetian. Meanwhile, Scarpscankle has made the rotation across. This should be a solid. A bit of an invade there, though. Dato into the back line. Malice with the fracture manages to steal his pop. But oh! Look at the dawning light from Xavier in the back line.
Oh, that was particularly rough to watch. Oh no, a hook coming in as well, coming in from Vegeta. Oh, Scorpy's going to have to pay for that one. And they also take down the Roger. This is pretty catastrophic for the side of Team Admins right now. Con coming out with some pretty crazy plays on this Cho jungle.
Yeah, they're showing off that fast fingers. So they've not just equalized the gold lead that was established by the side of the admins, they've managed to pull it to almost, 2.4k in their favor.
That's pretty rough at this point in the game. Although we're looking at Malice, he is able to pick up the Blade of Heptases before 5 minutes. That's sort of the timing you want, right? That's when you know you're not too far behind. You're able to pick it up before 5 minutes. Same can be said for Con right there, except Con does have finished boots there. He's going for the warrior boots. Very nice against a team like this, where most of the damage coming out from the side of Team Amits is that physical damage. But we are looking at the turtle fight coming out right now. Con starting it up. You're going to see the Gatot getting harassed a little bit here. Black Dragon comes out. Con gets the retribution onto the turtle. Fury of the Phoenix lands onto pretty much everyone there. Black Dragon is just sort of so killing around there, trying to find something to do, but gets caught out of the air where the dragon catches him. It's going to be a double kill for the Granger. That's not who you want to get fit.
Yeah, not at all. Though there is a bit of a trade-off here, Nigel, on the Roger taking down the bot turret on the continuation of the engagement as Cho gets yet another pick of kill onto the Malice there on that Nolan.
Oh man. This is looking hella rough. You can see that Nolan just trying to get as much as he can, trying to take down Shady there, but he was just able to live so easily in the end. It wasn't even that close if you think about it, just because his team is next to him, and Nolan cannot operate around a team like this. We are going to see that coming in, the bouncing ball. It's stopping the Gatot from even using his basic attacks. That's how rough it is right now. We are going to see the kill coming out from Bind Crusher onto the Xavier. Very well played. Is he going to be able to make it out? Pops the flicker. Fury of the Phoenix able to control them out a little bit, but I don't know if they're going to be able to chase here. Take on, he's a little bit in danger here. Way of the Dragon forward aggressively, or gets the kill before he finally falls down. Stoner tries to get out with the flicker, but Bind the Crusher is ready there with that first kill coming in from the Roger.
Yeah, he wants to hit that Lycan pounce, but ooh, the minions managed to get in the way. Gato, or the ulti into the backline, the ALG, as they're trying to chase down the Granger. Shady, he's escaping, got the mobility, got the damage, once it's on with the hook. King's calling in the back, finally shutting down Nigel on that Roger.
Oh man, oh look at the Dawning Light once again. Like, when Xavier is just such a, like, consistent hero, right? Has all the control you need, has that right amount of damage output, can finish things off. If you don't draft a proper assassin for this guy, he really just is untouchable throughout most of the game here. Can't really say that they don't have an assassin, but we already talked about that. I'm not going to repeat myself here. Sincon goes in here, gets knocked up by the dragon right there, but it's going to be able to make it fine with the help of Vegeta. Fury of the Phoenix committed as well on the side of Team Admins. I actually don't know if that cooldown's so long, whether it's like a big committance or not. I guess I can check that up later. But so far, Way of the Dragon coming up back once again onto Scarpy. He's going to take the load of that. Dawning Light out off the way, but there's the Minotaur coming in with the King's Calling. He's a little bit aggressive with it. He's taking quite a lot of tower shots. Going to have to pay for it. The bouncing ball trying to finish off the kill onto this Gatot, but is not going to be able to do it. 1-for-1 trade in the end.
Yeah, Gato is super tanky. But look at the damage output coming in from Conqueror on the Cho. He's picked up that Blade of Heptases quite early. Went for it first item. You can see when it procs the amount of damage he's dishing out. It's that old school one-shot kind of build. Oh, your camera, your mic just switched off again there, Seppi.
Oh my god, thank you once again. I did not notice that. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that Cho build, right? So along with the passive, it does so much damage. And there it is, once again, the Way of the Dragon coming out. He's using this quite effectively right now, quite impressively so. Just going back into my other point there, the Fury of the Phoenix, this is one of the longest cooldowns I've ever seen. It's 90 seconds at base level. Coming right now is the King's Calling. That's just going to be a complete wipeout. Shady is going to get that double kill. Wow. This is not looking easy for the side of Team Admins.
Oh, no. Not at all. The captains showing why they are captains of their various squads. Look at Shady. Like Detsuna, he's frontlining with the Granger right now.
he's feeling himself right now. He's probably got that Sky Piercer locked and loaded, 60 stacks on that thing. There's no amount of Gatot extra physical defense is gonna matter when you have that many Sky Piercer stacks along with the Malefic Roar. Before 10 minutes, by the way, this guy has got a lot of cashola.
Yeah. It's oh my goodness. That's just so much a damage output from him right now. It's still another 30 seconds to the first Lord of the game. As Team Admin, they're trying to keep the shields up for as long as possible. There's the engagement onto the Yuzong. Didn't have Black Dragon form available. He gets taken down. King's Calling was committed. Tough Guardian into the backline. The Session hits that Phoenix. And it's so much damage coming through. Shady almost been taken out. Oh, Nigel with the Lycan bounce. It's
Can he find Con though? I mean, he's low health. Oh no, he runs the wrong direction. They want to head straight to Lord, but Nigel Bind Crusher coming in with that rod, able to finish off some very valuable kills there. I was just about to comment on it, like there's no way they get out with like no HP, but there it is. This could be a comeback. It's going to start now.
Yeah. Nigel with the Lycan pounce of a lifetime. He just hit him there. It's just set himself up. Fair enough, he didn't get the triple, but oh my days, what a Lycan pounce that was.
Oh man, that was some satisfying stuff right there. Unfortunately, Vegeta whiffs the King's Calling there. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. They should be able to sort of reset. They still have the Kufra ulti there, the Tyrant's Rage. It lands onto 2, but they do have the escape. Unless St. Connie can get through there. I keep calling him St. Connie, it's called Conqueror now. Fury of the Phoenix does land onto 2 of them. Not the best usage. I feel like the best usage of the Fury of the Phoenix should definitely be where in a situation like this where they're all grouped together, but the Guitar gets caught out once again. This Granger's damage output is just too ridiculous at this point. Dawning Light as well. I mean, they have so much damage from a distance. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Oh, the fracture comes out from Malice there. However, they catch Nigel as he tried to hit that Lunkin Pounce to jump in. Xavier with the...
What the...
Dawning Light in the opposite direction.
What was that? I guess just auto aim was what that was. Oh, he knows that the Natalia is coming for him behind. He's got to not. He can't be too careful there.
Yeah. With the Natalia on the screen, well, it's anybody's business. So a big shout out, thank you to Mads for gifting Leroy7468 a membership to the Waylander Gaming channel. If you haven't already, smash that like, share, and subscribe button as we continue with the action.
Yes, sir. We are looking at a little bit of an engagement here. They can't this get talked, by the way. It's just not a lot of play with this Granger around. Same can be said for this YZ Scarpy. I'm sorry that you have to deal with this, but it's rough. I know, buddy, but don't give up just yet. We can make it. You're just with Nigel Bind Crusher by your side. Anything is possible, my friend. As Sona is sort of scouring around, looking for the angle with the Tyrant's Rage, but I feel like they need to be a little bit careful on the side of team captains. They definitely want this kill, though. Okay, here it is. King's Calling coming out. I mean, I don't think I ever see Guitars melting this fast, like, ever.
Yeah, you know that's the Phoenix Force. That's what it's called, right?
No, the Fury of the Phoenix.
Fury of the Phoenix. Yeah, that Fury of the Phoenix, as you were saying, when they're grouped up, just in that moment when Jasteezy hit that ultimate of hers, I mean, the amount of damage and stuns that can happen, I wonder if it stacks one on top of the other in terms of the stuns or the stun capability.
Okay, I've got the tooltip up right now. No, it doesn't. So I feel like it's like a Echo Slam from Dota sort of situation. You hit lots of people all grouped together, hit it with like a Tigger or something. That's some insane damage output.
Yeah, that's true. So interesting. You know, I believe her ultimate may be one of the most broken ones in the game, simply because of that AoE vision. As we are watching Team Captain start off this second Lord of the match, melting it down really quickly, zoning away as well, so there was no real opportunity for the admins to get through. Oh, there's the engagement onto the Gatto. Dawning Light comes through. Setien hits the ultimate in response. It's Granger. He's front-fighting Death Sonatas. After Death Sonata takes down Jasteezy. Black Dragon form comes out there from Skarsgekkel. He doesn't have the Petrify up under... Oh, he does have the Petrify, but can't get the opportunity to jump in there, as it's Nigel and going in. He gets taken down. The Lord's moving through. It's just a 1v4 situation here, and that's the first game going the way of the captains.
Man, did you see Shady there, dude? Just glocking, just absolutely just slamming that ultimate button. They couldn't do anything about it. He 100% to zeroed them essentially there. Like, I've never seen anything quite like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, well done to the captains. That was a pretty dominant display right there. I think we need to call up HR and talk about 2EQ members here.
Yeah. We do need to do that. But let me just get us up and running back on the screen. As we get the next game being set for you. It is the best of 3, so it could be ending in this next particular match or not, but we're just gonna wait to see what's happening. Alright, so
we are seeing a few people leave. I don't know what's happening there. Are we doing like rotations? Oh, I see. I'm not a tournament organizer here. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, they're gonna rotate between one lot of captains and the next. Because if you think about it, right, I know those of you tuning in, you want to see the draw phase. We do have 32 captains, so 32 teams that will be placing into groups A to H. That'll be coming up, well, depends on the results of this match. Will the admins be able to, draw one back up against the captains, or we're going to see the captains move through and take this in clean sweep fashion and take us into the draw. But yeah, it'll be 4 teams each in groups A to H. As I'm just reading the chat here, it's Robin01 shouting out Seppi here, saying the best caster in Africa. In Africa is back at it once more. I think I tell him that all the time.
Much love, Mr. Robin Theon, coming in from. Oh no, where's Robin from again? No,
Namibia, I think.
Namibia, that's the one. Okay, that's a little embarrassing. Anyway, yeah, we are looking at the next few team captains coming in here. It looks like we're going to have the same admins as well playing, so that's also going to be pretty interesting. It looks like, or it could be a bit like. Could be like a display of a little bit of torture right here. I mean, depending on how good the captains are.
Yeah. Well, we've got Main in the mix, former squad mate of yours.
Yeah, no, hey, I feel real bad about. I left him in the dark. A little bit of squad beef there. Well, not beef. I just feel a bit bad about that guy. You know, I kind of. Okay, I'll get into it briefly. Okay, I'll get into it briefly.
Okay, I'm all ears.
I was in AX. I went and made Dark Harvest. Not the best project I've ever done. Could definitely have used some more work with that. But Main wanted to join, and I didn't let him join. It's just that simple. I'm sorry.
Well, so that's how that story ends. Oh, we've got a bit of a swap out here. We have Mr. MSA himself. Mr. Psycho, Gerard, joining us in here on the side of the admin.
Mr. MSA, that's the guy, Gerard. What a guy! What an absolute guy!
Yeah. He's coming in to fill in for Nigel, who is in charge of MSA for the year. So. Well, shout out to Nigel getting us the tournament lobby, which is what we're all getting to see. I was hoping to see a little bit more flashy skins. We'll take a look this time around what they're going to be trying to rock, which skins are available. We're just going to be waiting for the rest of the captains to join us. We also have Shroomzy from Immortal Order, quite a good roamer. We'll see if he's going to be playing roam in this particular match. And Zuko from A to Z is one of the newer names of squads. I don't know about you, Seppi, but I haven't really been keeping up with all the name changes that's taken place from all the different squads.
No. I mean, this could be Fluffy Nights for all we know, man. Like these guys are pretty new to the scene. No, I don't have anything. I've never seen this before. But we are seeing Pine Crusher moving to the captain's side. I mean, he's probably the captain of his squad, so I mean that counts, I guess. Yeah.
That's true. Reverse Push also representing here. It's Fronts Super for them. You know what I'm quite interested in is how they're going to be deciding who's taking. What lane, what discussions they're going to be working on.
Where's Hachiman? Where's AX's captain? I need to see this guy here somewhere.
Well, maybe he's going to join in. Jiren the Grey says A to Z is his squad as well. Jiren the Grey is a name I know as a player, but like I said, it's the squad names, they keep changing, and I can't keep track with all the changes that are taking place. But I'm quite interested to watch and see what's going to be happening up in this MSA Cup. That's starting, for those of you who don't know, it starts Wednesday. This Wednesday we'll be having the opening matches of the MSA Cup. So I hope you are all excited for that. We're just waiting for the final player to show up for the captains, and then we're going to get into the drafting phase in this best of 3 admins versus captains.
Hey, it's not the final game. It's not the final game if it's a best of 3, okay? Yeah. Listen, the admins have got some evil stuff cooking, bro. They're going to come back into the second game, and they're gonna take it to game 3, man. We're not going straight to the draws just yet, I believe.
All right. Well, we'll see how things turn out. They are up against a completely different 5-man, so that's going to be quite interesting as to what's going to take place right now. But as you said, anything can happen. This is Mobile Legends. We've seen some of the biggest upsets, even on the world stage itself. I can recall that one match where it was Onyx and the one Tigreal implosion play, 9k to the deficit. 9k gold lead on the other team. One implosion play, game over.
Tigreal is that kind of hero, I'll tell you that. Yeah, he definitely swings games. Yeah, so and that's what I was talking about as well. I feel like Tig. Well, maybe we'll see a team bring out the Tig Zetian combo. Could be pretty good.
It could be. Basically, any hero that stacks or groups up. If you can group up a bunch of players and she hits that ultimate of... I keep forgetting the name, right? I'm not even going to try to remember.
Fury of the Phoenix. That's what... Fury of the Phoenix. Like Harry Potter, that's what's Rise of the Phoenix. That's the fifth movie.
Yeah, I keep thinking about, because I am wearing Marvel, Phoenix Force. From X-Men.
Yeah, no. That's pretty great. That's pretty great. I'm just wearing a blank t-shirt. There you go. Alright.
Alright, so it's still one.
Alright, what are we looking? We're looking for the last. Yeah, the last captain. I wanted to ask: Are these captains set, like captain teams, or are we just any captain that can join?
Well, I think it's any captain that can join, but I do know they had a discussion a little bit earlier as to which captains were going to be taking place. I'm just going to double check right now as to what's happening.
All right. Well, if it's anything like the last game, I'm going to be extremely excited. The highlights of that game, 100%, it had to be that Bind Crusher cleanup. I was so hyped.
Yeah, I think we should clip this for him, and I'll make a little highlight, little TikTok highlight there for Nigel. That was very clutch.
Oh man. Anyway, I can get the I can if you want, I can invite some squad captains that I know of on my friends list. I don't know if they're in MSA though.
Oh, there we have the final one. It is.
Oh, okay. There we go. We got Astro. We have Astro.
Soul Society in the mix.
Indeed, Astro, a great guy, by the way. I know him quite well. He is a very good Clint player, if I can recall correctly. So you might see some Clint coming out, and that's if he gets gold lane.
Yeah, that is true. That's if he does get the gold lane. It's all going to depend on what's going on here. I'm just going to tell everybody to ready up, and we're going to start now.
Yeah, it's just Shroomsy, man. Come on, Shroomsy. Alright, well, let's see if the team admins can come up with some stuff this time. I liked their draft. I really did like it. It's just quite unfortunate that that shady, he just messes things up all the time. He just brings out his Granger there. Just doesn't matter if you pick a hero like Guitar 2 as resistant to physical damage. He's just gonna buy that Malefic Roar and cut straight through you.
Yeah, that's true. And well, the way Shady does play on the gold lane, as we were discussing earlier, he is the best gold laner in our server by far. Actually, I can't think of anybody who's really too close to him at this moment in time.
Indeed. There he is. Shady appears in the chat after we've been glazing him there. Yeah, what a good performance there, sir. Anyway, looks like everybody's ready here. Are you ready to press on?
Yeah. So we're starting the second game in the best of 3. As Sepij has reminded me, it is anything can happen. We can't just say that this is all going to be over in this particular game. But into the drafting phase we go.
Into the drafting phase we go. No need to ban out the Moskov this time, I think, unless, maybe something else happens there. Be interested to see the roles coming out from the team of the captains here. Nice to see a whole bunch of different squad tags. That's sort of what we were looking for last game. I don't know what was happening there. Anyway, that is a first ban joy. Wow.
We are glue.
Not sure I'm so happy with that. Oh, I see Way's gone. Oh, okay. I was just looking at Way's camera. He has exited the building. It's just me. All right. We're also going to see the glue coming out from the side of the admins there. Glue, dude. I don't know what you guys think, but glue is just so incredibly annoying, man. That little change that they did to him with where his second skill transforms into like the little glues. It's just you're so much more easily able to proc his like stacks on a single person that it just becomes it feels a little bit too reliable. So I quite like that ban coming out from the admin streams. You get a ban out of Florin. Now Florin, not so sure I like this hero that much these days. Sure, you can argue that Florin has been buffed by the fact that anti-heal and the anti-heal items in the game are a bit weaker. But then you remember that Florin used to have anti-heal immunity on her ult. They took that away. They've just given her a 10% healing increase on her ult. So when you think about the max, would you rather have essentially a 50% healing increase because it removes the anti-heal? Or now, would you rather have a 40% decrease plus 10, well, minus 10 to be 30%? So, there's a 30% difference there. Some mathematics for you kids to think about right there. So, not sure. I feel like the Florin is too great here. But we do have some interesting bans coming out. Again, it's going to be that Badang and that Tigreal. Some pretty hectic set heroes. Zetian getting taken out by Friend Super to start us off.
This is one of the must-pick heroes at this moment in time. I know when she first landed, people said she's a little bit underwhelming because they were thinking she was going to be one of those burst mages, but no, she fills in sort of a supportish kind of role. Has a lot of sustain, but they had to make her ultimate 90 seconds. That's just way too broken of a skill. Yeah.
It's team fight, right? It's all team fight, not just because it's damage and stun. It's also increases your allies' movement speed. So what you can do, right, is that you can like get one person to just go in the back. That one person starts a team fight. Groups up the enemies together. The Zetian ults not only keeps the enemies locked down, it also brings your allies closer to them. So that's exactly. I think that's exactly how you're meant to play with this sort of ultimate.
Yeah. Imagine this working with like a Ruby. Because Ruby is kind of broken right now since this latest update. So she hits that offended groups whoever, and she's got so much of CC as well.
Talking about CC, are we going to see that coming out? CC, the hero. I feel like she's also just been consistently strong throughout these metas within since her release essentially. But we are going to see the Lapu Lapu now. This hero right here. Got some love from Moonton. He definitely got some attention because they essentially what they did was essentially just give him 30% damage reduction permanently while his ult is on. That's essentially what it is. He used to get 10% damage reduction for each hero he hits with that second skill, but now he gets 30% plus 8% extras. So it's more than 30%.
Yeah. He's basically unkillable. They made him immortal. It's so hard to kill him. And he's got so much of CC and CC immunity, and now his damage output's also pretty crazy, even if you build him full defense.
Thorns remain. Should petals
Indeed. You're going to see... there's another hero that has gotten some love from Moonton. It's the Lancelot, dude. This hero is also completely insane. I'm happy to see that banned out whenever I'm playing. I'm a little unhappy to see it banned out when I'm spectating, though. I love to see the cool Lance Kai replays coming in from the teams. Not going to be this time.
Yeah. But Lance is a bit of a high-skill hero. You've got to know how to use those dashes of his very wisely, because if you go in and you don't have your way to get out because you didn't time your dashes properly, could be problematic. He's not exactly a one that can sustain through, any amount of damage, really.
Indeed. We're going to see the CEO coming out from Malice, hoping to see some cool Sasuke skins there at some point. Main going to bring out the Roger. This is quite interesting. The team captains have drafted essentially the same team as the team admins from last game with different players. So that's definitely an interesting one. If I'm being correct, then we are going to see the Gatot coming out right here.
Oh, they banned it. This was one of their bans.
Alright, you're right. Okay, we are gonna see the coming through. Love that hero. Also got some love from Moonton there. Just probably the most versatile roamer in the game, right?
Yeah, agreed.
He tanks damage, he deals CC, and he heals. He's the whole package.
Yeah. And especially now with this nerf to the anti-heal, once he gets that the Flask of Oasis, which, I mean, you're not going to be going for it as your first or second item, probably third, but the moment he picks up that Flask of Oasis, it's really difficult, because the cooldown on his second skill, which is the healing one, is just madness. And speaking of madness, Kalia being picked up here by Skarpskenko. I do love a good Kalia.
Yeah. Scoppy, where's the Sakura skin, sir? I'm waiting for it. There we go. Thanks for listening to me, Mr. Scarp. I'm glad you're stream sniping with me here. No. All right, Mr. Wei. Well, what do you think? What's the verdict with these draw?
Well, the admins do have quite a strong draft this time around, though I'm a little bit interested in the execute spell there on Jastizi, Kag with the execute. I'm not the biggest fan of execute on a mage, but well, if it works out for her, I do like the admin's draft, but at the same time, they've got a ton of crowd control here, and backline dive potential from the side of the captains. Is going to be an iffy matchup, this one.
Yeah, I mean, looking at we were just talking about Zeti and ultimate usages, like, that's the one that, in my analogy, that Minotaur is going to be the one that starts the fight, right? He goes in, locks them down, Zetian clicks the Fury of the Phoenix, and then they're just stunned forever, and the team has that extra movement speed to make sure that they're in that fight. So, I think I'm going to go for captain side without any bias here. Talking about bias, I hope the admins win.
Yeah. Take us into the third game. We do love to cast more and more action as the recall spams are coming out, showing off all those M5 collector skins. Some very, very sexy skins.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the skin selection this time. For sure, we're seeing the Naruto stuff coming out as well. Shroomsy gonna go for that little bit of a vision invade. You know, that's quite a common thing that roamers do here, just to look at what's happening. They're not really committing into a fight, but they want to look what the enemy jungler is doing so that their jungler can sort of react to that.
Yeah. That is true. As we watch Bind Crusher making the rotation here towards the Litho. You were talking about how important that is. Just CZ goes in there, gets a bit of poke damage. Oh, there's the stuns coming up from Shroomsy. Revitalize being popped. Kalia manages to get out for the most part. Claude made the rotation as well. But oh my goodness, lots of action, nobody dead. But Team Admin picking up that the Litho.
Oh, did they get the Litho? Yes, they did. So that's already a good start for the side of Team Admin here. As you can see, Malice essentially hitting that level 4 quite nice and early here. Well, it's going to switch level 4 at any second now. There we go. It's so important to get that level 4 with that Litho. You saw in the last game with the Malice, he went for that kill onto Shady, was not able to get the kill because he did not have Fracture. So, you know, that game could have gone real different just because they didn't get the Litho. Anyway, we are looking at the fight coming in here. Main's going to be able to clean up and get first blood onto that Kalia right there. So good start for admin so far.
Yeah.
I mean, captains.
Yeah.
Captains, not admin.
Yeah, it was that counter-engage being set up by the Minnow. Not enough lockdown in the early part of the game here by the admins. So they tried to get the dash in onto Zetian, but she just managed to evade the stun coming through from the Suyu. As they start off this first turtle of the match, manages to get it. Minnow is into the mix. Zetian hits that ultimate of hers. Just supplies some vision, a little bit of control. I'm just going to say ultimate, that's what I'm going to say. Fury of the Phoenix.
Come on, Mike. There we go. I'm going to drill into your head there so you don't mess it up again. We are looking at... nice position coming in from Shroomsy here. Scouts out the rotation on that Kalia. They want to try and get Astra here on that Claude. Okay, there we go. Skarpskenko has been scouted out right there. Shroomsy able to do a little bit of harass right now. But Malice whiffs out that first skill.
Yeah. Maybe deciding not to go really in there, just to because you didn't really know where the Zetian was or where the Rajo was. And if you go in and you don't have the control, because Shroomzy already has the Minoan Fury, and Kalia is still going to need to get that Tsunami Slam up and running.
Jazz TZ coming in. I haven't seen any taser action. I like to call execute taser, by the way. That's what I call it. But maybe we'll see some cool action. I think Kagura is one of the heroes that can make good use out of execute. Whoa, let's look. In the kill, can I make it too? Main finishes them up with that Lycan pounce. There's the Fury of the Phoenix coming through. Not be able to have any follow-up for it though, but the damage has already been done.
Yeah, nice rotation here from Zuko on that Yuzong with the Way of the Dragon. Oh, they're chasing down Eve here on the Lapu. Lapu turns around trying to get that ultimate off. He does have that damage reduction, sustaining through so much. Has to use the flicker to get away, but they're continuing the chase down. 1 HP, still alive. Tsuyu goes and gets knocked up by the Yuzong, but is forced back once more. So 3-0 to the goods. Meanwhile, on the gold lane, they're chasing down Bind Crusher. They don't really want to go down in for a turret dive just yet onto a Granger. Your mic again, bro.
I am so sorry. I keep thinking I unmute myself, but it just doesn't happen. Anyway, we are here at the turtle fight coming in right now. It's quite a close one. I don't know if Malice can try and secure this. Oh, with the retribution completely. Here comes Main coming in. He can sort of get the kill here pretty easily with the Minoan Fury as backup. With the Lapu Lapu with that CC immunity doing so much work right there, but not able to finish the job as Malice trying to retaliate a little bit here. It's a little bit of a man fight coming out right now, but Malice decides to disengage. He knew he was not going to win that one.
Yeah, but just easy with the taser, as you call it, in the backline, managing to take out Zetian, getting 1 kill on the board for the admins.
Kalia doing a little bit of harass here. I mean, they're quite deep waters right now, but I mean, I guess it's only 3 members of team captains coming in. Nothing too scared to be of. Nothing to be too scared of. I like my English today, not working out too well. Yeah, I mean, obviously the captains are sort of enjoying their time right now in this game. I mean, it shouldn't be too far ahead, right? It's about a 2,000 gold lead. I would expect more coming in from a game that's 5-1. But looks like team admins are sort of holding on right now. We're looking at Zuko coming in with that Yuzong combo, taking quite a lot of damage from this Lapu Lapu right now. Still has the Black Dragon form in the back, but decides to use it to disengage rather, as the Fury of the Phoenix sort of helped in that sort of situation.
Yeah, Tsunami Slam onto Shroomzy there as he gets deleted. Going to check the bush, but there's the blazing duets into the backline. Claude manages to do a bit of damage, gets back to a bit of safety. Everyone is, I wouldn't really say low enough for them to go for any amount of pressure or turret dives, but Claude just throwing out a few skills here and there, wants to poke them all down. Clear pops that revitalize, heals back all the damage that was taken, and the admins rotate towards the mid, hopefully to try to achieve some extra bit of objective.
We're looking at an impossible engage coming in from Malice here. Although the fight's already started, he decides to get the hell on out of there as Kalia takes the fall for that. As the Ironhide has awakened. So it's not, I don't know what a turtle is. It says Ironhide on my screen. As we see Shroomzy going in for a little bit of harass here. They're going to try and take the turtle out nice and slowly. Do a little bit of harassing before that. There's no way that team admins can sort of sneak into this one.
Yeah. Oh, there's the engagement. Just teasing into the backline. Minoan Fury pop. They managed to get the knock up onto Bind Crusher. The chase is on. However, Roger's in a 1v3 situation. Does he have the Tsunami Slam? Comes out. Shutdown kill. Coming out to Just Easy as they manage to take down the Roger. However, the continuation of this fight is Yuzong into the mix there with the Minnow. Minnow picking up the Flask of Oasis as the first item. These two are going to be near impossible to kill right now with this amount of sustain.
Oh my gosh, Main getting baited up by the Lapu. This is what we are talking about. Main, like as any Roger player would, sees a low health target, goes in. That's a kill for me. No, the Lapu has flipping what, like 38, almost something like that % damage reduction. Gets completely baited out by the fact of how tanky this hero is.
Yeah. Kalia into the mix, wants to land that Tsunami Slap. He's in the backline taking a bit of damage. Malice tries to move in, get something done, but oh, it's a killing spree for Zetian there. The continuation of this fight, Roger. pops that second skill. Doesn't go in with the Lycan Pounce just yet. Just waiting for the right angle. As you said, you don't just want to jump in with a Raja. Could prove to be your death. Maybe the last thing you ever do.
Indeed. Although not in a game like ML, right? When you die, you come back. So one of the last things you do. There you go. That's the right term for that. Looking at the goal lead here, it has moved from 2,000 to 4,000 here. So looking at quite a significant lead at this point. Although looking at the map sort of coverage of both teams, I mean, team admins still have a decent amount of map control. Even with all of their tier 1 towers down, tier 2 towers are the ones that really sort of knock your space out of the map, right? But we are looking at the engagement coming in here. Tsunami Slam onto 1. Is it going to be enough here? Blazing Duet pumping out quite a lot of damage here, but going to have to retreat. There's the Kalia goes down first, but Jazz TZ has to pay for that one as well. This looking not great for team captains.
Yeah, it's a 3-for-nothing exchange.
Admins, sorry.
Yeah, it's a 3-for-nothing exchange. The first Lord of the match is gonna go the way, most probably, of the side of team captains here. Though Malice has other ideas. He wants to try to go in for a bit of a Lord steal, waiting for the team. Minnow frontlining, just zoning them away, and that's a Lord to the side of the captains. It's the heals that's coming through from the Minnow. That's sort of counter-engaging any amount of damage that's being dealt by the admins right now. He's picked up Flask of Oasis as the first item. You know, Boots Flask of Oasis.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have to agree with this. With this guy here. I feel like Minna's got those buffs right from Moonton, where they sit in the patch. They're not going to change his kit at all. They're just going to give him a whole bunch more defense. And so if he has more defense, he can just go straight for the Flask. He doesn't need to buy the defense.
Agreed. Because Flask is one of those items that makes Minnow OP.
Yeah, I mean, it translates into more CC, right? Whenever a Flask activates, it reduces the skills of all your cooldowns, including that skill 1 for that knockup. We are going to see another knock coming in from this Yu Zhong. Kalia getting caught behind here, trying to go for a nice, cute little angle, but unable to do anything with it because that Petrify combo comes out from the YZ as Malice needs to get away from here.
Yeah. But they managed to take down just one extra turret, the captains, with this Lord. So if I was on the captain's side, I would feel that was a little bit of a wasted Lord. I would have been hoping to take down at least all 3 tier 2 turrets and maybe some of the shield as well from the tier 3s. But maybe the fight's not over yet. They are going back into the mix. Kalia has respawned. There's the engagement onto Suyu. There's a Minoan Fury. Knocked up to follow as Yuzong gets the kill. The fight's continuing to the backline. There's a Tsunami Slam onto the Claude, but he's got that high mobility to try to escape everything, which he does. Fight is continuing around this tier 2 turret, but I don't think that will be anybody else dead unless Lapu can get a nice combination landed. He's trying to get that a passive of his stacked up, wants to go in. But everybody backs away.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's looking particularly rough. That was a really good Tsunami Slam, but except for the fact, as you said, that high mobility, trading places with that dummy right there, completely just got him out nice and safe. You're going to see the first tier 2 tower of the game here falling down. Oh no, second one, excuse me. I didn't see the bottom one had fallen. So yeah, I've just talked about it, how their map now is starting to look a little small. Black Dragon Form comes out right now, looking to do a little bit of an initiation. It's not going to be too easy, right? Except for Malice. It is able to get out with that high mobility on the Suyo. But, you know, that's one spell less to worry about.
Yeah. It is just under 20 seconds for this next Lord of the game. So we will see the captain side led here by Shroomsy and Zuko as they scout out the bushes, making sure they can create the right amount of space and vision for their team to achieve this objective without too much of mess or fuss. Astro, they're going for a bit of a split push before the Lord starts. Oh, there's Roger into the back with the Lycan Pass, but the Tsunami Slam is there. He takes the Roger back, but how is Roger still alive? Oh my goodness, if he survives this here.
Oh. Okay. Biden Crusher gets the kill there. That was a league for Roger to live through that. But he finally gets the kill. Minoan Fury does come out only onto 1 though, but it should be enough to take out that Lapu. Unable to use that damage reduction to stay alive from that one. There comes Evil Queller coming in from Malice, doing a little bit of harass damage, really. They are insanely tanky. Even without the help of that Minotaur Flask, they just seem to be taking no damage whatsoever, as Astro takes down the last tier 2 tower, on the side of red side at least.
Yeah, but they do have a bit of breathing space to team admins without the Roger being alive. They can't really go, the team's captains can't really go and start off this second turtle. Second, potentially final turtle. Who knows? Can they end the game with this? Or will the admins be able to pull it back?
That's not a turtle, that's a roar.
Yeah,
that's the official name of this. No, that's a roar. Anyway, we're going to see the Retribution. The Fear of the Phoenix has also been committed. Vine Crusher on his way to try and get out of here. Is not going to be able to make it through that Blazing Duet coming in from Astro. As Prince Super takes out Malice with that Zetian, which is going to include the Kalia. Trimsy trying to chase down this Lapu Lapu right now with the damage reduction skills. Doesn't matter though. Does manage to get out, but damn. That was a clean one coming in from the captains here.
Yeah, it's a 3-for-0 exchange, and the Lord hits a Minoan Fury into the backline. There's the knock-up. They're going in for the Lapu. It's just Lapu left alive. The base is wide open. There's the, is it a Raw? Moving in.
Well, I mean, 5-man damage reduction, maybe. I mean, look at it happening, dude. I'm telling you. I should not be able to do that stuff right now, dude. I'm like... that coming in, Kalia might be able to get a tsunami slam onto another one. This could be another kill right now coming out for the side of Team Admins. Can they hold the base at this current moment? Unfortunately, Kalia goes down, but there is only 3 members left to try and end the game now. 3 versus 2. Can Team Admins hold this off? It looks like they can.
Oh my goodness, the base was so low. It's gonna be Kagura back into the mix. They should be able to land this base defense, but they still want to go in for more. The stun comes out from Alice just slightly off the mark. Couldn't hit it onto that Zetian. Just so much of action. That Lapu play was absolutely clutch with the clear follow-up.
Dude, I saw the Lapu respawn, and I'm like, dude, if there's one here that's going to be able to 1v5 here, if you land right, as I said earlier, if you hit more targets with that second skill and that ult, you get more damage reduction. I think she hit like 3 to 4 people right there. So, like, it wasn't able to be killed, essentially.
Yeah. That's true. So the admins live to fight another day. Hopefully they'll be able to take this. Oh, there's an engagement here. Shroomsy's just walking it off like an airplane. It's the Black Dragon form. Manages to get the knock-up onto one. It's just kidding. A tsunami slam, but Zetian hits that Fury of the Phoenix. However, they do manage to take down Malice in the Black Ranger. And this is Lapu left alive for the defense. This is going to be tough with the waves crashing in. The nexus or the base is locked onto, and that's the captains taking us to turn nothing.
Oh my gosh. I was really hoping to see another clutch Lapu play there. Unfortunately did not manage to come out, but very well played to the captains. I mean, that's a good showing. It shows us that we have a lot to be excited about coming into the MSA if these are our captains coming through.
Yes. And now I'm just gonna get us back up on screen here, Seppi, right?
That's a bad decision right now, because I literally just developed some hiccups in the last few seconds of that game. Oh my god.
we'll give him a moment.
You can go ahead and pull it up. It's fine. But you guys are gonna have to deal with my hiccups.
So we're on the screen. We're gonna get ready for the moment you've all been waiting for. This is gonna be it. It's gonna be that time for the draws. We need to get everybody up and running and ready. This will be the time for us to do the draw phase. So I'm just gonna inform everybody in the lobby. Time for the draw.
Oh man, well, you guys can probably hear me hiccuping, man. This is great.
Alright, so we're joined here by Nigel in charge of MSA. And thanks to him, we have the tournament lobby ready, and well, the tournament itself. So we're going to get into the draw phase. We're just going to wait for Scarp Skanko to come and join us. And
hold on here, Mr. Nigel. What like and pounce in that first game, my bro. That was sick.
Oh, thank you. I I thought I saw they were low and I just went in. Unfortunately, we couldn't win the game. So clearly, the admins have some work coming up for us. We definitely gonna have a rematch with the team captains. But it was a very, very exciting introduction to the tournament itself. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yes, sir.
I think
Looks
the
like we've got
hiccups, it's just
everybody in here.
fantastic.
As I was saying, I got from the last few seconds. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Okay, how about we let Mr. Scarf Skankel here lead us with the and Mr. Nigel as well lead us with the drafting of the. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
And that's all, folks.
I can keep feeling it coming. I want to like try and get the rest of my sentence out, but I feel coming, man.
Yeah, hiccups suck. They really do. There's some old wife cures for it, right? I'm sure. Those of you who have tuned in, you got some cures available here for Seppi. Maybe he has to, drink water like from the cup, like drinking it backwards. I've heard a couple of tales like that.
Oh my gosh.
Scout Skankle, you got
the
any?
easiest way. The easiest way is he should say pineapple, 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 pineapple in quick succession. And that's
Pineapple. I don't know. Oh fuck! I don't think it works. Stop.
Well, did you hiccup in that? Have you hiccup since then?
Yes.
Well,
Two to three times, in fact. Yeah. Oh, there's another one.
So what a way to troll Rika to just say pineapple.
That's true.
But yeah, nonetheless, what? Rika, you were trolling me saying, yeah, I'm going to feed, and what happened, bro? What happened?
What do you?
You
I mean, you
missed it,
did
bro.
pretty good. Oh, I didn't. I listen. That's your there, sir. That's nothing to do with me here. Oh my god! I'm sorry, I can't speak.
Right. So while we wait for Terry to get himself ready, I'm sure everybody is excited, interested, waiting for us to get into the draws. This is how it's going to work. We have 32 teams, so they will be going into groups A to H, 4 teams per a group. Each draw that we make will be like the first team that we draw will be the first team in Group A. The second team that the wheel spin gives us will be the first team in Group B. So we'll be filling in one team per group from A to H and then starting back all the way from A to H again. I do have this list available for us. I'm drawing it up now. We will have that posted for you on the respective group chats in a little bit. But let me just get our... wheel spin up and running so we can all take a look at what's going on here. And so we're into the wheel spin. This is going to be the first spin. I just need to share it so that my fellow casters here can see what's happening. Otherwise, I'm the only one who knows. And then there'll be a whole bunch of complaints about match fixing scandals and things like that. And just because I'm brown doesn't mean we match fix everything.
Hey, yo! You didn't have to say that, dude. But anyway.
All right, so it's the first spin. Let's see what the Wheel of Fortune is gonna give us. And it is Team 28's Pandora's Code Red, the first team in Group A. So, what do we have to say about this particular team? Do you know? Yeah, do you know them?
Well, they were the Waylander Gaming Academy winners, clutching against Escaton Shunara in the grand final. So, let's see. It seems like the Academy has done them good. I'm very excited to see what they do next. And, Pandora's Code Red has been a team that's been around for, quite a while. So we have featured them quite frequently as well. They do have a potential to go far.
Right. Yeah, they do. They're, as you said, winners of the Academy tournament. up-and-coming squad. They're going to showcase their stuff. But anyway, let's get the spin going for the next game. This is going to be the first team from Group B.
Okay. Before that reaches I think they're gone. I think I can speak.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Oh, well, I can tell you a lot about Bang Gang. This is my boys. Listen, as most of us are South Africans here, we can all agree that Madagascar does get a lot of hates. A lot of it is justified, a lot of it's not. But I can tell you for one thing for real, Bang Gang is a Madagascar squad that breaks all of those norms. They are a very, very good Madagascar team. I have a lot of friends in that team. I think they're a real scary threat for a lot of the teams coming against them. Shout out to my boy Larry and B. There you go.
Yeah, that is true. Bang Gang, one of the OGs of Madagascar. Though I would say Madagascar right now would may kind of give them a run for their
Larry's
money.
in Madagascar now.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot he switched sides. Oh no, I messed up. Okay.
Yeah. Well, basically, what you're trying to say is you're calling him a traitor. We understand. We understand.
Something like that. Yeah.
All right. So first team up for Group C. What will the wheel give us? Oh, and it is Mr. Gerard's squad here. Mr. Psycho himself. Scarlet Mayhem, first team up for Team C, for Group C.
I am Mr. Scorpy or Mr. Way. I don't know too much about these guys, other than the boy himself, the man, the myth, the Gerard.
Well, Don Ryo, one of our regular viewers, is actually part of Scarlet Mayhem. So yeah, there's actually a lot of our fan base that actually resides out of Scarlet Mayhem. So very excited to see what they do. We haven't featured a lot of them lately, but yeah, let's see. It's a new year, new season. Let's go.
Yeah, they could be quietly cooking in the background, waiting to showcase what skills they have. But as we go to the first team from Group D, the wheel spins. Let's see who we're gonna get brought out from here. And it looks like it is Team 27, Anonen.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Nolan, they featured in the Deuce X custom tournament that we had, and Anonen, it's a fairly new squad, but they're very well. The vice president of MSA is the captain of Team Anonen. So very curious to see what Johan and his team will bring to the table.
Yeah, very exciting stuff. As you said, one of the newest squads to feature in the 5-man scene. Some exciting players, some exciting things they've been working on, and while we're waiting to showcase what they're capable of. But once more, back to the wheel. It is Group E, the first team in Group E. And this gives us, one of the OG squads, Saint Dynasty.
That's them. That's the Conqueror, Mr. Conqueror's team. Listen, consistently one of the best squads in the country for the longest time. Been around probably the longest out of any squad in the whole country as well, right? That's withstood the test of time here. We've seen Mavericks come and go. We've seen Death Reapers come and go. We've seen a lot of things happen. But Saint Dynasty used to be called No Limit, I believe. They've been here ever since. They've been there since I've started playing, and they've been here until now.
Yeah, definitely an OG squad. With some OG players, some very, very famous names. Conqueror, to not say the least, is some people's pick for one of the top, maybe even the top jungler in the server. We're going to watch this MSA to find out whether that's going to be true or not. Or do we have some new up-and-comers who are going to be taking the crown? This is going to be a very, very exciting tournament. But back to the wheel we go. It is going to be the first team from Group F. And it is the Vortex, for those of you who don't know, formerly known as Cobra White Wolves. The team had a bit of a name change, but a little, and some player changes as well. But a lot of the OG players are still there in the mix. The Vortex.
All right, I remember Cobra White Wolves. Not pretty good players, really. I think they. We'll have to see if they have improved. They haven't won the most tournaments out there, but it's been some time. Can always expect some underdogs in this situation.
Yeah.
Mr. Way, I don't see Alchemy X here. Did we not register?
I'm just filling in the list that was given to me. Like I've got 32 teams.
List. Okay, I'll go shout at Hachima in a bit.
So I don't check who's going to be there, who's not going to be there. I promise you, I was sent a list. That's the 32 names that was in the list. As you will see when we're done, I kind of numbered them, so we know that we've got all the I's dotted and T's crossed. But yeah, just back to the Vortex. The Vortex got quite a few immortal players in the mix from last season, so I'm hoping to see them do very well in this tournament. But on to Group G. The first team from Group G will be, according to the wheel, DBZZ Warriors. Now, this is a squad that is very new to me. And I'm not sure if the two of you know too much about them. We do have a few teams in the mix that are new, but I don't know if they're new because they've changed the name of their squad, because that happens quite a bit.
So you remember the Truant squad, right?
Yes.
The original squad.
Yes, NW.
Oh, the man. Is that the man who's been making waves in the server with his amazing basketball?
So the original squad split. It split into DBZ Z Warriors and to Akatsuki. But so that's all I know of them, and it's a squad full of DBZ names: Vegeta, Goku, etc., etc.,
Oh, nice. So it's going to be a battle of the anime between the two of them. Akatsuki versus DBZ. Naruto up against the OG anime. DBZ. But let's get to see what's gonna happen.
Just a quick question, Mr. Way. Is this? Do we have a set amount of numbered people here? There's no way to add another squad, right?
Yeah, well, for that, if Nigel is still here, then he can tell you. But I don't. He's not.
No, he's not. Oh my god! I just shouted at Chiman saying, "Why have you not added us?" He said, "Whoops, my bad. So I'm going to try and add us, but I think it's a bit late. So never mind. It's fine."
Yeah, ironically, the registrations has been out for over a month.
Oh my god!
Yes, you
okay,
can have a chat with your
no
captain.
worries. No worries.
All right, back to the wheel. It is Group H's first member. Before we go full circle and see who's going to be facing whom, and this is again another squad that you guys can tell me if this is one of those name changes. It's G7 Esports, or is this a new squad to the scene?
I'm going to be honest, I don't know this squad, bro.
I have not the slightest. So
yeah. So apologies to G7 Esports. It's not that we don't know you. We want to know you. We will get to find out. Maybe if those of you in the chat know that if this is one of those squads who have changed their names very recently and surprised us all, or is this somebody completely new who's come in here to bust up this old meta that's here in South Africa, and they want to show us what they're gonna be worth, what they can do. G7 Esports, first team in Group H. But with that being said, gentlemen, and well, I'd rather say this to the viewers, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to find out who's going to be the second team joining Pandora's Code Red in Group A. And it is error 404.
Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah, it was really close to Madagascar. So it's error 404. Don't worry, that was not your screen crashing. Don't press that refresh. but you can press that like, share, and subscribe, if you're thinking about pressing buttons. But anyway, another team that is, again, possible name change, or as I suspect in this case, are very, very new to the mix. So they're joining Pandora's Code Red, which is also a fairly new squad, though we have featured them on several streams so far. So I'm going to be quite interested. I do like to keep an eye on these new squads, the up and coming teams, just so that you never know, you can get such a shock, a surprise. They could be like that dark horse just out of nowhere comes from the back and sweeps it all, Cinderella story style.
Yeah, just like the first MSA, right? Where we had what was their names? Pinoy Hub. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Pinoy Hub, just a bunch of Filipino guys that were just in the country, happened to see our tournament, and they came in, they got second place. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, Filipinos. They're always going to dominate everything. Yeah, so anyway, so it's going to be the next team that's going to be the second one joining Bang Gang in Group B. So let's see who's the lucky recipients of joining Bang Gang Group B. Will it be Madagascar? Will it not? It is going to be the ladies. It's Bellatrixers.
Man, the best South African ladies team in the show. Yeah, I'm not memeing when I say that. These guys have been coached by a lot of our very talented players here on our server. So yeah, they are very good. We've scrimmed against them. They honestly are seriously strong. I think they are going to be doing quite well.
That's good.
So just to give some filling in on Error 404, the chat is helping out there. That's Equilibrium's B team. That is Average Joe and Stoner's team, Error 404.
I thought it was all ladies. Is Stoner going to be wearing a dress?
No, you did not listen. Error 404.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Also, Equilibrium entered an A and a B team. Interesting. So they're joining Pandora's Code Red in Group A. Very, very nice. All right, but let's get back to the wheel. It's the second team from Group C. Scarlet Mayhem already in Group C. Who's going to be joining them up next? The wheel spins around, and it's going to be Econ Province.
This is the team. It's him. It's the boy himself, General Cho.
No, this is the other Econ.
And his
this is the one with me.
It's John Sonata. Oh my. Well, I'm sorry for picking up my Econ.
Yeah, this is the one with main in the mix, though. I think they may have changed the name of the squad recently. We'll just find out. But this is a very, very strong team. If it is still the same players as they were just a few weeks ago, it's a tough side to be up against, Econ Province.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the team with the full Botswanan flags, right?
Yes.
Yes. Very strong team.
Very, very, very strong. So we're going into the second team for Group D, up against a Nonan who are already in Group D, and it is going to be Nigel's Primordial Vanguard, all the way from Zim.
It seems that we have a person that just joined in on the call. I don't know who it is. Would that person like to explain this team?
Come on, Nigel. Let's hear what you got to say.
I can give you context. So this is a team from Zimbabwe. It is the best Zimbabwean team that we have in the country. There will be a few players that are honorary Zimbabweans that we'll have in the lineup. So we don't discriminate in the squad. I'm excited to see what they have. They're just ready to practice. Along with three other teams that are also like a few.
Oh, sorry, did I hear that?
MSA. Yeah, I was going to say a few teams in the MSA Cup tournament itself are just also playing in the ISF qualifiers too. So it's very exciting to see what the top level teams in the region will be doing in this one. It's like an intro, Even I think by the time that they have played, ISF would have been like right around the corner. So it's exciting to see what all the teams have in store for us.
Yeah. And for those of you who want to
Yeah,
know
the
those
way
ga-
that sounded to. Oh, sorry.
But for those of you who want to see those IESF games, we'll be showing that from July the 22nd all the way to up until the 26th. Skipping a few days in between, it'll be brought to you live here. It'll be all of us, the usual Waylander gaming crew, who's going to be there casting and bringing you all the action. So this time around, we're going to get to see what's happening in the IESF qualifiers for South Africa, both men's and women's team, and well, we're hopefully maybe from the Zimbabwean side as well, Nigel.
Certainly.
All right. What I was gonna say is like, this is practice. This is practice for Nigel's team here. He said it himself. So you guys, we're all just practice dummies. All right. So just watch out.
Yeah. It's just they're hoping to run through the rest of the competition. But as we get back into the wheel spin, it's Group E. Second team in the mix is going to be coming up right now. At St. Dynasty already there, so who's going to be their first line of opponents? The wheel spins, and it looks like it is United K9. Again, a very new team to me in terms of the name. Maybe one of you have some information that I don't know about United K9.
Listen, I've been working the last few months. Like, I have no idea of half of these squads. I'm so sorry. But maybe they're a rebranded team that I do know. Okay, and that would be cool. If not, I'll always go back to the same analogy where there's been teams like Pinoy Hub that just come in and they just stomp the whole competition. So I'm excited to see what they bring.
Yeah, now this one's a team from Madagascar. So it's another Madagascan team. So I'm very excited to see what they have. The Madagascans, I think they sent around 4 teams. So this is just one of them. That's the intro for them.
Oh, that's nice to know. Well, as what they say, every dog has its day. United K9's going to be the second team in Group E. Let's hope that they do well and show us what the Madagascan flair is all about. But into the second team for Group F. Let's see what the wheel will give us this time round. And it is Hex God. Nigel, is this another team from Madagascar that we're getting to see?
Hexgard I think it's a South African, it's a mixture of teams, but it's a relatively new team, not to be confused with Hexcore. There's quite a few teams with the same names. I actually asked the captains of Econs if they're related at all. Apparently, it's a coincidence that they're both named Econ. So this one's also another squad in the server. It's a new squad too.
Okay, so this is the thing I will say, gentlemen, about the group stages. It throws us a lot of curveballs in. I mean, we have a Mobile Legends scene. It is growing. And so we are very, 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 very happy and very pleased when there's a lot of new teams in the mix. It just goes to show that all the hard work that goes into the background is working. The scene is building, lots of new players are coming in. We want this to be one of the preeminent esports scenes in not just South Africa but Southern Africa as a whole, and possibly the rest of Africa soon, which is why, as we said, the IESF games are coming up. I hope you all are excited for that, and especially like I'm excited to see this new team, Hexguard. What are they going to be doing for us? They're going to be up against the Vortex in Group F so far, but let's move on. Group G, they've got DBZZ Warriors as the first team in the mix. Who's going to be joining them? Oh, and it is reverse push.
The winners of the Vikings series. RVP is not a team to just forget about. RVP, like I mentioned, being the champions of the Viking series that we did feature earlier in the year. RVP, also a strong squad, and as well as they were runner-ups in our first Academy series.
Yes, that is true. Reverse push, fairly well-known team. We do know a lot of the players. I think their captain featured in the first match, was it? First or second match?
First.
First match.
No, second. Friends Super.
Yeah, friends. Yeah, he was in the second match. So he featured up against the admins, as we got to see on live stream. But let's get into the next spin. It is going to be the second team in Group H.
Oh,
And it is Equilibrium joining G7 Esports. Equilibrium, the previous winners of the MSA Cup last season. I'll let you gentlemen handle this.
all right. So these guys are current representatives for ISF for South Africa. So yeah, I mean they've got some professional experience, right? They've got Shady there coming in from AEC Morocco. He was a changed man after that. He started climbing up the ranks in the in ML, and we've not seen him come down at all after that. And him and his team, Juju, leading one of the most well-known teams in the server, definitely deserving of being the winners of the last tournament. So yeah, we obviously got very, very high expectations for this team to come in through on this next MSA. Season 3, I believe, is what it is we are on right now. Just don't get too hot-headed here is my advice to them. There's a lot of us weaklings underneath the kings here are looking for some scraps. We're gonna take any opportunity to take the kings down.
Yeah. So will they be knocked off their throne? Will they continue with the dominant performances they've shown, not just in the previous MSA, but in this year so far? Equilibrium, second team in Group H. Back to the wheel spin we go. We're on to the third team in Group A, joining Pandora's Code Red and Error 404. It is going to be the Renegade Squad. Now, this particular team, for those of you who don't know, I had a few players from the Renegade Squad on my friends list over the years. So I've seen them play as individuals, though not as a 5-man team. This, if they are going to be playing maybe one of the first few times I'm going to get to see them in 5-man action. So from a personal point of view, I'm quite interested to see how they do.
I'll take your word for it, bro. I'll take your word for it.
All right, so it's so Group A looking like so far it's Pandora's Code Red, Error 404, and Renegade Squad. Now for the third team in Group B, we already have Bang Gang, we have Bellatrixes. Who's going to be joining them? Will it be another B in the mix? Because we've got Group B with B and B, and if it's going to be the Backstreet Boys, I swear I'm going to laugh. But it is Yala Skip breaking the curse of the B. And I'm sure, well, this is one of the more famous squads in the server. So I'll hand it over to you, gentlemen.
Yeah, so Yala Skip is the team branched off from the old Mavericks, right? So these are the core Mavericks members coming into this team right here. We've got like Doofenshmirtz, we've got War, etc. Gambit, some of these players, as the same thing with Equilibrium, have had experience on stage at AEC Morocco. So, having that professional experience is always going to be a huge advantage when it comes to tournament games like this. So we can say that these are definitely some strong competitors, if not one of the top ones you need to look out for in this tournament going forward.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah, I just want to add to that. Yala Skip, not having a very good season in MSA Season 2 last year, not picking up any Ws in the previous season. So hopefully they went back to the drawing board and will bring us some proper action.
Yeah, there's a lot of OG players in that.
Damn, Scorpy coming in with the flames there. Damn. Did you hear? Hopefully, there's Yala Skip members in here listening to that to give him a little bit of a bite.
Yeah. Well, they've got a lot of OG players in there. Mavericks used to be up until the players stopped really playing all that much. They were the most dominant force I think that South African Mobile Legends has ever seen. I haven't seen a team do what they did ever. in our scene so
Well, we
far.
have sort of seen. Well, I mean, there's EQ, but yeah.
Yeah, but like that's only been since the MSA to now. The Mavericks did this for quite a while. So
No, that's fair.
yeah, it's
That's
about,
fair. They did reign for a very long time. Yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
So Equilibrium do have the potential to reign for that long. I mean, I don't know who's going to really knock them off the throne, but like I said, I haven't seen any squad do what they do, because it was a very very long time. But anyway, on to the next draw. It's going to be Group C. We have Scarlet Mayhem and Econ Province in the mix already. Let's get this wheel spun and let's see what it churns out for us as the third team. And it looks like Eschaton Sonata, the econ that you wanted to speak about, Seppi. Both econs in one group. What's the odds of that?
I mean, well, what is the odds of that? But yeah, Eschaton Sonata being the winners of which tournament was that?
The Viking series.
Oh, was it not? Yeah, it was Viking series. Oh my word! As we do see Rika re-logging in, but definitely excited to see what Merlin and General Chow is going to bring into the MSA. Well, season 3 round, yeah.
Yeah, this is a squad I'm very excited to see, and I'm sure everybody knows why I do like Eschaton Sonata. A lot of the players in that team were players that I either coached myself personally or scouted out. Some of the older players in the squad, and I have been listening in on some of their conversations, have been working hard. So they're going to be in Group C with Scarlet Mayhem, Econ Province, Eschaton Sonata, and now back to on to Group D, shall I say. It's Anonan and Primordial Vanguard in Group D, who will be the third team to join them. It's Fenacity as the third team. Fenacity, a very, very strong squad. They went very far in the MSA tournament last year. They've got some really good players in the mix. I'm sure they've been practicing, grinding, and will be developing and improving upon the synergy that they have. Very, very scary team. Fenacity joining Anonan and Primordial Vanguard in Group D. So it's Group E with Saint Dynasty and United Canines, who will be the third teams who will fit into Group E. It's going to be Exodus.
Wow, this is also another OG team. Quite a lot of history, lots and lots of roster changes though. Were the runner-ups for representing South Africa and IESF, so and had quite a close game against EQ on it as well. So I feel like these guys are quite a threat.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Exodus is a very strong squad from a very long time. They have some like individually they have some very strong players, but as a group as well, this is one of the teams you expect to go very, very far in the MSA. But as we move on, Group F, it's got the Vortex, it's got Hex Guard in it. Who will be the third team to join them? As we're getting down very, very close towards the end right now, and it looks like it's team number 12, Imperium, another Madagascan team in the house. So, Imperium...
Yeah, so...
Oh, sorry, you were saying?
No, that's fine. Carry on.
Yeah.
I just wanted to answer a question on the chat.
Okay, so Imperium did very, very well in both the LDS and LCD, which were the Madagascan tournaments. We streamed last year around December time, November, December. That was quite an exciting tournament. Imperium showcasing their stuff in there. So I'm just giving you guys a hint where you can go and check out games where if you're in groups against Madagascan teams, so you can do your research. No, I'm teasing. But it's another good a team and one to be on the lookout for?
Yeah, well, look, wait, to just continue with that, I mean, majority of the teams here, I mean, if you want to go do homework on the teams, we've got matches on our channel. But nonetheless, so the question that I wanted to answer, Shroomsy did ask, how many teams of each group will progress to the next round? So, Shroomsy, it will be the top 2 of each group that will be progressing to the next stages within the MSA Cup. So, yeah.
Yeah. We haven't drawn Immortal Order yet, have we?
Nope.
Yeah, number 18, sitting right here at the top. Let's
Well,
get
or
to
Soul
see.
Society.
Or Soul Society. Yeah, that's true.
Those are the
Madagascar.
last 2 teams I know. Oh, and Madagascar as well. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
And Akatsuki is half of the NWO South Africa team. X-Core is new to the mix. Vikings has I've seen a few games of them as well. They're pretty decent. A to Z is a rebranded squad. It's just the Backstreet Boys, Mystic Vortex, and Mortal Crew are new to me. But we're gonna see where they place, and well, hopefully somebody in the chat can tell us about them. I mean, and we will definitely be learning about all of you as the streams go by, starting on Wednesday. But speaking of starting, let me get this third team going for Group G. Speaking of one of the newer teams in the mix, it is Mystic Vortex coming up as the third team in Group G. They'll be joining DBZZ Warriors and Reverse Push, hoping to show us their skills, so their mysticism, their ability to beat out 2 fairly old squads, or well, players who've been around in this 5-man scene for quite a bit. I'm quite interested to see what Mystic Vortex will be bringing us.
Indeed. Yeah, I got nothing.
It has the potential to be mystical.
And it is going to be Immortal Order in Group H, joining G7 Esports and Equilibrium. I think we'll feel this question to Scarp Skanko, because he is part of Immortal Order.
Yeah, bro. I don't think after the performance that I put up tonight that I've got anything to say, because I didn't represent my team as proudly as I would have hoped to do so. But nonetheless, yeah, Immortal Order is just unfortunate with this wheel spin drawing a very strong group, but nonetheless, I've got big hopes for the team, and they've also been working hard. So very, very, very excited to see what the team captain and the team will bring to the playing field for IO. I'm not going to be playing in this tournament, so there's no need to ban out the Garagacho or the Badang.
Well, let me ask you this question, Sefi, right? Since Scarp Skanko brought it up. When's the last time you actually got to play in a tournament instead of just cast and stream it?
I mean, it's been a while, hey?
No.
It's not been so long. I mean, I did play a little bit with AX just a little bit a while ago. But
You played in the academy.
Yeah, I played a bit in the academy, but that was about it. That was just me being bored, if I'm being honest. But I'm glad to be back. I'm hoping that since Mr. Bind Crusher Nigel is in the chat here, that I can ask him if there is space, or if there needs to be space. Alchemy X would like to fill for a squad that doesn't pitch up? Question mark.
You'll be very excited to hear that there are 2 phases to the tournament. So that's what I'm saying to all the teams that are sending me, queries about this. There is a second phase for teams that are not on this one. So if you haven't registered your squad, put them on the list. There's always issues with people. You never know. So rather your name is registered, then we have to scramble and find for you. So the people that do take priority are the ones that are registered. So definitely sign up your squad if you want to play in the tournament. But yeah, there'll be different variation, different phases. But yeah, just the 32 on this one are the ones that will be starting off in the first phase. But yeah, That's your answer,
Okay,
Sippy.
so that'll. Well, then that's going to be the answer for Mr. Waylander there as well. Then.
Yeah.
That's when you'll see me be playing again.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is after the group stages. For those of you who have not experienced the drama that is Mobile Legends South Africa, and well, the soapy that is the MSA, just wait for the group stages to end. You will be in for something spectacular. And so definitely there will be some squads disbanding, joining players joining other squads, spaces open up. This is, if you ever want to see a real life soap opera, just stay tuned here and wait for the action. But speaking of action, it's time to get into the wheel spin once more. We're back to Group A. It is going to be the final team joining Pandora's Code Red, Era 404, and Renegade Squad. What will the Wheel of Fortune churn out for us this time around? Fourth and final team joining in is going to be, that was really close, it's going to be Akatsuki as the final team for Group A. Akatsuki, as we know, is partly former NWO. They've got their captain, who is always very active in our group chat, very active on the stream. Truan, your squad is going to be the fourth team in Group A. I am quite excited to see how you do, and let's see how things are going to go. But let's move on to Group B. It's Bang Gang, Bellatrix's Yada Skip. I keep messing the name up. It's Yala Skip. That actually is quite a strong group if you think about it.
Yes, that is definitely the showmakers so far that you've told me about. Those are the ones to watch.
Mm-hmm. And it is gonna be the Vikings, which is another Madagascan team. We have featured them on the LGC, the LDS as well. Their tournaments are quite impressive. They did very, very well. Got very close. I think they lost in the upper bracket
Semi-finals.
In the semi-finals. They made it all the way to the semi-finals of the preeminent tournament there in Madagascar. So they've across the ocean and want to show us in the entire Southern African bloc what they are capable of. So they will be the final team in Group B. Coming up now will be the final team for Group C. It's Scarlet Mayhem, it's Econ Province, it's Eschaton Sonata. Those two teams will be battling it out for the title of Econ. Who will be joining them in the mix? And it is... Madagascar. This group's gonna be pretty dope. Pretty dope group.
Okay, now I shout out my boy Larry and B, the traitor of Bang Gang. Yeah. I mean Madagascar, arguably. Well, that's the thing. This is the thing, right? Bang Gang and Madagascar trade members like flipping currency, man. Like I see someone in Madagascar, and then I see someone in Bang Gang, the same person. So, you can sort of put them in the same sort of level of like realm, right?
Yeah. This is the strongest team in Madagascar. Group C is looking a bit rough now. Scarlet Mayhem's a good squad. Econ Province a good squad. Eschaton Sonata's a good squad. Madagascar, best team in Madagascar. This is gonna be a cracker of a group. Could this be the group of death for the tournament? Well, let's see what the wheel gives us for Group D. So far we have Anonan, Primordial Vanguard, and Finacity, who will be joining them in Group D. And it is another new team in the mix. It is Mortal Crew. I don't know if you gentlemen know too much about Mortal Crew. They're very new to me, which means they're very exciting to me.
Yeah, no idea. I mean, Mortal Crew, not exactly the most flattering name of a squad, in my opinion, right? When you're saying you're mortal, that means you're vulnerable. That means you've got some weak points to you. So, but maybe they'll prove that they're saying they're the Mortal Crew. They're gonna mortalize you.
Yeah. Well, they're Like playing a pun on the words Motley Crue, the band. Who knows? What will
Oh, it could be that.
I was going to say that it's another Madagascar squad. So this is another squad from Madagascar. The squad leader of this one is called RJ, and the co-leader it's got RJ, it's got ITO, it's got Saitama, it's got Tambi, it's got Overload. Very very exciting names that you might have probably not heard of, but you're probably going to be reminded as they play in the tournament. Not to forget NY Andri and Manda. That's their fifth sub.
I know
yeah.
a couple of players in there. They've got quite a stacked squad. I have seen them before. Or maybe it's just a name change of the team, but I have seen a lot of those players before. So that's pretty decent. But now we're down to the final four. Group E, F, G, and H. Group E, it's Saint Dynasty, United Canines, and Exodus, who will be the fourth team to join them.
That's already quite a lineup. I'll be real right now.
Oh, and it is A to Z. As some of the players in the chat, it was Jiren the Grey saying that he's part of this new rebranded squad. So if Jiren the Grey is in there, it could be some of the usual suspects, usual friends that he plays alongside. But anyway, let's. I'm hoping it's going to be the same, because if it is the same players, it's a very, very, very strong team. As Timothy is saying, Zuko is our captain. He was the Yuzong from the game with Shroomzy. And so he is definitely one to watch. We saw him do very, very well on that Yuzong. So A to Z, we're going to be keeping an eye on you. But moving on, as we see iMadness getting a gift of Waylander Gaming membership from Angelic Fury. So iMadness, welcome to the membership club. And we're down to the final three. With that, it is team number 6, Soul Society, 17, Hexcore, and 21, the Backstreet Boys, hoping to join into team F, G, and H. Who will the wheel give us first up? In Group F, we have the Vortex, Hexguard, Imperium, and they will be joined by team number 6, Soul Society. Lots of anime names we have in here. Soul Society took a bit of a sabbatical for a while, came back ever so strong, made it all the way to the grand finals of the Viking series in the first tournament that they had back after their recent sabbatical, showing us what they're capable of. So joining the Vortex, Hexguard, Imperium, Soul Society, that's the group that will be Group F. And now it comes down to it.
All right.
We're down to Group G, Group H.
There you go.
Group G, DBZZ Warriors, Reverse Push, Mystic Vortex. Group H, G7 Esports, Equilibrium, Immortal Order. This next
wheel lands on Hexcore, this wheel spinner of yours doesn't like the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out in the chat who likes the Backstreet Boys. It's very, very soon. But with this particular spin, we will know who goes. We will know who goes where. But anyway, Seppi sings us through to the end. It is the Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet back. All right. All right.
So, the Backstreet Boys have joined Group G, which is DBZZ Warriors, Reverse Push, Mystic Vortex, and with the Backstreet Boys, that would be 4. And well, we all know who is going to be team number, the final team joining into Group H, which will be joining G7 Esports, Equilibrium, and Immortal Order. But we'll spin it anyway. It's gonna be Hexcore in Group H. So Hexcore,
Alrighty,
with the final pick here. Hexcore, very new team to the mix, have done fairly well in the tournaments, which is the Juicy X that we featured them in. So big things from them. They're in a very tough group here, G7, Equilibrium, Immortal Order. But they're hoping probably to showcase their stuff and get themselves through to the knockout stages. Or Seppi will be hoping.
True.
Or Seppi, you'll be hoping one of them disbands and his squad can take their place?
Of course. Yes, sir. That's the plan.
Yeah. So let me just get us back up on screen, gentlemen, as we head through the finale, as we state exactly what has happened and what we expect, and Nigel can lead us through some dates and times as to what will be taking place, because I'm sure the captains will be very interested in seeing the schedule for the up and coming matches, like when they will be playing the teams that they now know that they'll be facing.
Thank you, Waylander. So yeah, the schedule will be up tomorrow evening. We will be starting our matches on Wednesday. We're starting off with Group A. So basically, yeah, you have to be the top 2 team in your group. The tournament itself is going to run up until August. There will be like a brief period where we're going to be solely focusing on IESF matches. Waylander Gaming will be streaming those matches, so tune in. But yeah, the tournament's going to be ending in August. It's about from Wednesday itself up until 30 August. The particular phases will be communicated in more detail to you guys as we progress in the tournament. But the main focus right now for the captains is to research the teams that you're facing in your particular group. They're your only competition at the moment. But yeah, the schedules will be up soon, and you guys will get to know when exactly, what times you're playing, etc., etc. But most games we'll be playing it in the evening. Not most, if not like a rescheduled game that sometimes happens in the afternoon, but most of them will be starting from 7 p.m. That's usually when all the matches will be starting up until latest 10 p.m. But yeah, so just clear your schedules for those times, because that is mostly when everyone is available. But if you have any further questions, feel free to just DM me on WhatsApp or DM any of the admins. They usually know how to direct you to me. And yeah, if you are still interested, again, if you want to register your team for phase 2, you're still free to do so. But the main focus right now, you're not going to be playing right now. Obviously, we are focusing on the teams that are registered and in the 32 teams that have just been allocated to the group. So yeah, so to all the teams, all the best. It is going to be a very exciting tournament, and we are excited to see what everyone here has to showcase. And yes, all the best. I'm just very excited to see what the server has got for Munton and for everyone else in the Southern African region. Cheers.
Thank you, Mr. Nigel. Thank you, Mr. Waylander and Scorpy as well, and for all of this. We've got quite a tournament ahead of us, coming from the Rika channel. I'm going to try and rebrand my name back to what it originally was, which is Sepulga here. But just from my side, I'd like to say I'm very happy and keen to be working with you guys. I'll try. I'm a bit more free these days, so you're going to be seeing me cast a bit more through this MSA season. I have a real quick question. When is the MSA starting again?
Wednesday.
Right. Listen, I mean, I was thinking of like when I was coming back, I was going to try and do another Conrica event, but it looks like that's not going to be possible. So maybe next time.
Yeah. It's going to be, most of the teams are currently involved in the MSA Cup right now. And so it's going to take a lot of time and resources from all of us. But well done to the admin team so far, bringing us through to this particular stage. However, you've all got to see who you are up against. You know what is needed of you in terms of preparation for what you need to get done. We will have those lists posted for all of you very, very soon. So you'll be able to just double check. But if you want to really double check, just, there's a button on the screen. It's a slider. You go back. You can listen to the whole thing again. We're not doing this just for the viewership. We're doing this for the ads, because every time you click on it, I'm teasing.
No. You can scroll back on the video to see Scop Skankel and Vine Crusher's performance right there. Pretty some solid stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. But anyway, so Seppi, Skapskanko, Nigel, any final words before we end tonight's stream?
Oh, well, bro, I'm very excited for this stack lineup that we've got. I'm very excited to showcase, what we've been working on, especially for the MSA Cup. So, bro, there's so much to be excited about, so much to showcase, and just wish the best of luck to all of the teams, especially those ones starting on Wednesday. You only have one night to practice, unfortunately.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like doing your homework last day. It's all about that. Exam day is on Wednesday, boys. That's when you're being examined your skill sets.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. So, Nigel, any final words before we close the stream for tonight?
Yeah, no. Just all the best to the teams that are participating. Put on a good show. For the teams that struggle a bit, don't be too discouraged. It is a tournament to have fun, so don't forget to have to do that. It is obviously about who wins. No one really, no one's just doing this just to lose, But obviously, I think you shouldn't beat yourself up too much if you're in a stacked group. But I'm very, very excited for some upsets. I'm looking forward for some upsets. I hope, teams that are like tournament favorites or whatever it is, dominating whatever. I hope they just suddenly lose, because that's ultimately what I'm looking for. I'm looking for drama. I just want to give back. I think it brings me back to the first MSA Cup where Mavericks was just like the team that no one was going to lose to, and then boom, they got knocked down to the lower brackets. I remember the drama. They ended up winning, but the drama was part of the peakness. They had to sweep. They had to come back all the way from the lower brackets and eventually won. So that was a very fun season. I'm not excited for just a straightforward typical season where just the one winner. No, I want some drama. But yeah, all the best to the teams.
Yeah. So I just echo the sentiments of my fellow casters here, Seppi, Scarp, Skankel, and Nigel. I'm looking forward to a very, very exciting, very interesting tournament coming up. But to all of you who've tuned in, spent your Monday evening with us, thank you for tuning in to watch. It was a pleasure having you with us, as always. But from myself, Waylander, and the team, is gonna be goodbye and good night until we see you not too very far in the future. Wednesday, we will see you all really soon. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you.